So today I'm going to be talking about the first stock that I ever bought, which was 4 shares of Microsoft back on August 7th, 2017, which feels like a super long time ago. But back then, when I first started my custodial account, I put $301 into my account. And right off the back, I really wanted to buy something that I could just let sit there and basically I could just see the growth over time. And so I decided to buy 4 shares of Microsoft. And back then, it was $72 per share. But now, today, it's $102 per share. I still don't own that stock. Sold it a while ago, a long time ago. And today I'm going to show you a little bit about my strategy that I use, which is literally no strategy, just something I thought I knew Microsoft because I play video games, all that kind of stuff, bought an Xbox, and so something I believed in, and so something I wanted to buy a stock in right off the bat. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you what I did throughout the different trades that I made. I traded Microsoft from the August 7th date to around December of 2017, and so basically basically everything I traded really in 2017 was off Microsoft, and I kind of moved into inverse ETFs later on in the year. Okay, so right here is the chart for Microsoft. At the beginning of August is when I bought the stock, around the same relative time, which was August 7th was the exact date. As you can see on there, these candlesticks, I had no clue what they are. I didn't even use Options House, the platform. I used just Yahoo Finance when I first started. But as you can see, yeah, just no strategy at all whatsoever. Just up and down patterns, thinking, oh, the stock's eventually going to go up. And so as you can see there, the first little mark that I had, that is kind of when I bought it, and actually the exact day when I bought it. And then over here is when I have a dividend payment, that second basically mark. And then also on here, you can see that I had one day where there was an earnings report that the stock just completely jumped up. I remember I was sitting in English class and I saw when the market opened up 9% or 7%, somewhere around there. And it was just a crazy day. I mean, it was probably my best day to that time. I mean, then it was maybe possibly $30. And I thought I was a big winner then. Nowadays it's some days I have $200 days or so, $300 days. And right after that earnings report, I bought another 2 shares after I got my paycheck from my little part-time job. And then later on, I made a stupid mistake, and it wasn't worth it, especially with the commission cost to buy those 2 shares. And it kind of had a big dip down, and it gapped up. But yeah, so eventually I did sell all my shares of Microsoft, as you can see there. So throughout the whole trade, I probably made about 16% off of my money. But at the same time, I had commission fees to worry about, which was $6.95 per trade, which probably took about 5% out of that 16% out of it because those commission fees. And so that's why I suggest to everybody is to do a long-term investment to begin with, to kind of get that feeling of growth while also downplaying that commission fees. And you kind of get a sense of why you want to do, I guess you could say, long-term trades when you have a small account, but when you get a bigger account, then it's good to do those short-term trades. So looking back on my first trade, if I were to buy the same 6 shares of Microsoft, as I eventually did, it would be, for the first 4 that I bought, it was $296, and then after that, when I bought 2, after it gapped up after earnings report, it was $174. And so basically, that would be about $470. Now you would have to buy that same for about $662. So as you can see there, that's kind of like a big difference that it takes over time. That's why sometimes doing long term, you can kind of see that growth that it takes. Looking back on the analytical prices and stuff like that back in the day, August 7th, when I first bought my stock, you can see how slow the growth is. And I can just imagine. I remember $2 a day when my 4 shares, that was a big difference, a big thing. Yeah, looking back at these prices, it's just so slow growth. Nowadays, sometimes average on 5% volatility on some of these trades that I do nowadays. But here it was 0.5% of volatility on the stock price. It was crazy. And so right here I can see some of the trades that I made and some of the different reports that I had back then when I first put my $301 in my account to when I bought my first 4 shares of Microsoft. When the dividend, I got a dividend check of $1.56. Oh, big money back then. Then I put $200 into my account as well, and then I bought 2 more shares of Microsoft. And as you can see there, I don't know, it's kind of funny to see how it grows over time. So I hope these kind of videos are really helpful to some people, especially I know when I was starting out trading, it was really intimidating and you had no clue what you were doing, and sometimes you make stupid mistakes, and you also want to see somebody else making those stupid mistakes, especially how they started. And so I think these videos are really helpful looking back at past trades and analyzing them and showing the mistakes I made so that other people don't make those same mistakes.